Okay, so what is up everybody on YouTube? This is once again TwoBrosGamingHD and we're back in Farmers 2017 as always. So you guys probably could already tell by the title that this is going to be a video about some tractors, and this is actually going to be about my favorite tractors in Farmers 2017, as you can see right here. There is actually a lot of tractors that I would like to call my favorite tractors, and that is basically because I think these tractors right here is something special for me, and it is also because that these are the tractors that I use kind of like mostly in this game and so on. But before we actually go through this, and I'm gonna tell you guys about all the tractors right here, I'd just like to say thanks to M3 right here, Morgan's Massive Motors, for letting us borrow his parkway right here to do the walkthrough. So that is basically a great thing by him, and yeah. So I just think that we should get going with this little thing right here. We got a lot of tractors that we have to get through, so I don't think that it will take so long, and you guys can probably already see which tractors I am talking about. So yeah, and I gotta say that it is not every tractor that is standing right here. It is just kind of like some of them, maybe just 1/3 of all the tractors that we have in the game. So it is not that many. But I think it's a good thing just to kind of like see what's my favorite and what is your guys' favorite. So you can post a comment down below saying what your favorite tractors is, and that would be great, and I'll try to answer those if I get the time to do it, as I usually do. So yeah, first of all we have the Massey Ferguson right here. This is the smallest Massey Ferguson that we can get in the game, obviously. And the reason why I picked that as one of my favorite is just because it's a small and compact tractor that you can actually use for almost everything. So that is basically a thing that I think is great. Also you got a sunroof in this, and that is also pretty good. So yeah, you also got a driving computer right there. Actually, I didn't know that, but you do. So yeah, that is one of my favorite tractors right there. And the next coming up right here is the Case IH 1455 XL, and you guys probably already know why that is one of my favorite. That is basically because that is a old tractor right here, and it looks kind of like evil with the wide wheels on it. Don't you guys think so? And another thing is that you also start out with this tractor in Farmers Simulator 2017 here in Gold Crest Rally, for example. So you start out with this tractor, and I think that is something great because it is actually an old tractor, and I think it's great when you start out with older things that you actually have to build your way up in the community and so on. Next up we have the FENDT 300 series right here, the FENDT VARIO 300 series, also a great tractor. And I got front loader attacher on. So that is basically a tractor that you can put the front loader on, obviously. I'm also using this tractor a lot in the new map Aberdeenshire. So it is definitely a great tractor right here. It's also a small compact tractor as the Massey Ferguson over here. So they're kind of like very similar to each other. So that's kind of great. On the other side we have the FENDT 700 series, 700 VARIO right here. Also a great tractor, a little bit bigger than the 300 series, and this tractor right here can almost be used to everything. It has enough power to try and like pull a seeder, and it have enough power to pull a plow and stuff like that. And you can see that the interior on this tractor is pretty good. Driving computer right here, joystick, stuff like that. If you go to the next one, the JCB Fast Track, the only reason why I picked this is actually because it is so fast. It can actually go like 60 kilometers per hour, so that's pretty good for a tractor like this, and that is basically the only reason why I picked this. It is because of the speed. It is not a good looking tractor, as you probably can see, but I think it's pretty awesome when it can go so fast. The other side right here we have the Massey Ferguson. And you guys probably already know why I picked one of these. It is basically because Massey Ferguson is one of my favorite bands, next after John Deere, for example. So you can also put a front loader attach on this, and that is quite good. This is very similar to the FENDT 700 series. It is still as big as the 700 series is, and it has as many horsepower as the 700 series has also. So yeah, on the other side we have the Case IH Puma CVX, the 240 right here, also a great looking tractor, and you can see that we have a sunroof in this one, also a big screen right there, driving computer, stuff like that. So also a very good tractor. Yeah, and next up we have the JCB Fast Track, which is actually a little bit bigger than the other JCB over there, but this one can still go like 60 kilometers per hour as the other one. So that is basically why I chose this one to be one of my favorite tractors, because when you have to get fast around in the map with equipment and stuff like that, it has to go fast actually, and this one can do the job for you. So that's pretty cool. The next is the Case IH OPTUM right here, which is actually the newest tractor from Case IH, and you guys probably already know that I'm also a huge fan of Case IH, and that is basically why I picked this, and also because of the cool looking interior in this tractor. Everything kind of looks great in here, so that is another reason to why I picked it. So yeah. Next up we have the Massey Ferguson, which is actually the biggest Massey Ferguson that you can get in this game, and that is also why I chose this as the other Massey Ferguson, because I'm a fan of these tractors, and I actually think that Massey Ferguson makes some good looking tractors right here, and this one is no exception. So yeah, let's just put this back on the line again. Where were you? Okay, so we're only halfway through this, so I gotta speed up a little bit maybe. The next is the FENDT 900 series, which is the biggest FENT that you can get in this game. I don't know why they didn't put the 1000 series in the game right here, but they actually didn't. So yeah, you can see the interior looks almost the same as the other one, so that is quite good, I guess. The next one is the Challenger MT700E, which is actually the smallest Challenger in this game at the moment. I don't know if we're gonna get some bigger ones later on, but maybe we do. I can't kinda like predict that. I really can't. But this one has belts on it, and it looks quite amazing in here with the stitching and stuff like that. So that is basically why I chose this. Next up we have the biggest Case IH, not the biggest one, but the biggest like regular tractor from Case IH, which is the Case IH 380 CVX, which is actually a pretty big tractor right here. It has like 300 and something horsepower, so that's pretty amazing for that. Next up we have the Cat Challenger MT800E, which is just a little bit bigger than the 700E that I was just in like 2 seconds ago. Also a good looking tractor with tracks and stuff like that. Same interior as the other one. And yeah, on the other side we have the Case IH once again. This is the Case IH QUADTRAC, which of course have tracks on it, since it is called QUADTRAC and stuff like that. So this is pretty good. I gotta say, this is kind of like when you gotta do big stuff in the field, you kind of like want to use this. I kind of like would have enjoyed if you could actually put some twin wheels on it, or just put wheels on it like you can on the Cat Challenger right here. That would be an amazing thing if they actually did that, but they didn't. So yeah, next up we have the Cat Challenger MT900E right here, which is actually the biggest tractor in the game, the tractor with the most horsepower and the most powerful. So that is basically why this is one of my favorite also, and also because this can pull like nearly everything in the game, I gotta say. and this is also the one that I'm using when I have to do big stuff out in the field and stuff like that. So that is why I chose this to be one of my favorite. Then when it comes to the next one, which you guys kind of like heard a lot about on this channel right here, this is of course the world record tractor, which can reach speeds up on 160 kilometers per hour. So that is quite insane, I gotta say. That's pretty much. So yeah. Least but not last, we have the Massey Ferguson 8700 Black Edition. You can see that this is totally blacked out. The rims is not blacked out, but otherwise it is still a black tractor. And this looks pretty well, I gotta say, with the twin wheels on and the stuff like that. This is actually a free tractor that came to the PSN network. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So you guys could probably go ahead and pick this one up in the store. That would be great, I guess. Yeah. So I guess that this is my favorite tractors right here. If I have to name my top 3 favorite tractors, I would say that this one would be the top 3. And this one would actually be top 3. Yeah, this would be number 2 in the top 3. This will be number one in top 3. And let's see, I guess that I'm not using the Massey Ferguson is going to be number 3 in the top 3. So you guys can go ahead and post your top 3 tractors down in the comment section, and that would be a great thing to do. So I guess that we're gonna end this episode right here. If you like this little episode just to do something different on the channel, you should probably go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. And to those of you who haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, because there will be a lot more content in the future. And with that said, guys, I just think that TwoBrosGamingHD is going to turn off now, so remember to post a comment down below, kind of like telling me your top 3 tractors in this game. So we're gonna see you guys in the next episode later today. Bye!